Hello and welcome to the Six Hockey pregame show. Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers, the Toronto Young Nationals taking on the Markham Majors, and an interesting matchup between two teams that are kind of sitting middle of the pack in the GTHL.
Yeah, and this game goes a long way in determining where these teams are going to finish come playoff time. As we know, it's a game of seeds once it gets to playoffs, 1 versus 8 in the lot. So it's always important to try to move up as far as you can to get a favorable matchup.
So this game will be important to win for both teams. As we bring you into the starting lines, we'll start with the forwards for the Nationals.
And this line that we're looking at, centered by Josh Colliero, he's a strong skater. He can protect the puck well. He'll have James Souza and Michael Capizo to his left and to his right. Souza's got good hands and also an effective skater. And Capizo, he's got good presence in front of the net. So look for Colliero and Souza to be the play drivers in this one, while Capizo will be in front trying to tip the puck home.
Yeah, and that's a line that may get some offense going for the Nationals. They'll rely on them, but we'll switch things over to the other side, the forward lines now for the Markham Majors.
Now this unit's centered by Connor Haynes, and he's a big boy, but he's got a good amount of skill to him, and he's a fun player to watch because he's usually in the right place at the right time in the offensive zone. He'll have Andrew Patini and Robert Wang to his left and his right. Now Patini's a physical guy, and that physicality comes with a strong shot because he's got a good build for hockey. He's got a good frame for it. Robert Wang is also a good shot, but he's a little bit faster than Patini is. He's got great wheels to him, so this is an effective line for the Markham Majors for sure. A good bit of talent, a good bit of skating, a good bit of puck moving ability, some defense here as well, physicality. It's got pretty much everything you need to be successful.
So let's highlight that forward line for the Markham Majors now. We talked about they're physical, they have a good presence, but there's also a good chance we're going to see a scoring touch from that line as well. Connor Haynes, he'll control the power play pretty well. But what are you expecting to see offensively from them?
Goals, because you look at every guy that we featured on that board. Something that we pointed out for pretty much every player there was a good shot, and it's some better than others, but they're all good in their own right. And I look for the play to cycle around the three of them, open up opportunities for each guy to get involved in the play. And if Markham can do that, then they're going to be successful.
Okay, let's switch over to the defensive side of things. We'll start with an important line for the Nationals.
And this unit is Liam Stevenson and Cameron Allen. Cameron Allen's the guy that I want to talk about first. He's got elite puck handling ability, and you'll notice that on the back end. It's interesting because maybe as a defenseman, you'd advise that you take a little bit less risk than Cameron Allen does, but it's rare that you see it come back to bite him because he's just so good at keeping the puck and moving around his players. Stevenson, he's the yin to the yang of Cameron Allen because he's good defensively, and if Cameron Allen wants to step up in the play, as he so often does, Stevenson is very capable of keeping himself back at the blue line and preventing any zone exits.
And for Markham, it'll be an important matchup for them as well. Let's take a look at an important defensive line for them.
This defensive pairing for the Markham Majors is kind of what you see on the other side for the Nationals as well. You have an offensive defenseman and a defensive defenseman, but it's a little bit different. Robert Palermo is a very strong defenseman in his own right. He's very good at keeping the puck in the offensive zone. He keeps the puck in along the blue line. He also makes zone exits difficult, and that's something that's always good to see for a defenseman. Ethan Girard plays a little bit more offensively, but that comes from traditionally where he's positioned. He's actually a forward first, and maybe once or twice you'll notice that he's not in the exact position that maybe Palermo would be if he was playing in his position, but he does give you that offensive kick that's important on the back end to be able to move the puck forward, and Girard does a good job of that.
Yeah, having a guy like that who can be versatile on the back end is certainly important for Markham, as he's been good defensively all season. Has Girard, a guy who's kind of an X factor in this game. Now, I think Markham is probably the favorites in this game, although Toronto will be hot on their tails all year. But Cameron Allen could be an X factor, and we talk about that sometimes. Would you agree with that, and is that the case in this game as well?
I would say so, and I think that comes from what I mentioned earlier with his puck handling ability. It's not a skill set that you see defensemen usually have, and traditionally coming up in hockey, if a guy shows off the hands that Allen has, he ends up playing a wing role. But I guess because Allen is so good coming back and facing odd man opportunities or cutting out passing lanes, they've decided to keep him there. He scores from the defensive position, which is incredible considering the position that he's usually in on the ice, but he moves himself up, takes the opportunities when they present themselves, and he's very, very effective.
Yeah, he'll be fun to watch, and he might get into the scoring as well, which we've seen on many occasions. Okay, let's switch over now to the starting goalies for tonight.
In this goaltending matchup, it'll be Daniel Heroux for the Markham Majors and Jake Rivett for the Toronto Young Nationals. Both goaltenders catch left. And Heroux and Rivett are interesting stories. They're both positionally sound. They'll make the stops that they need to. They'll make some big saves as well. And there's not much separation between these two goaltenders. So we'll see who has the better performance tonight, because that might be the difference maker in the scoreline.
Yeah, we're always watching the goaltending matchup when we assume that it'll be a factor again in this one, and we appreciate you tuning in to the 6 Hockey pregame show from Thomas West and Liam Crothers. We'll see you at Puck Drop coming up soon. Hello and welcome inside the Thornhill Center West. Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. The Markham Majors taking on the Toronto Nationals, and a battle of two teams that are kind of sitting mid-pack and battling for a playoff position, even though we are early in the season.
Yeah, and it's early in the season, like you said, but every game counts just the same in terms of points and playoff seeding eventually. So this is an important game for both teams.
And these are the games that they both have marked on the calendar as one that they think they want to win. It's not against one of the top teams, but they both do have their own talents and lots of potential as well on the ice for the upcoming OHL draft, as the puck is poked through center. Palermo is going to rub out his man there in the corner as the puck is thrown behind the net. Shot there, and a whistle early on as that one's gloved down.
Saved by number 32, Daniel Heroux, the QC import. Don't see that a lot in the GTHL, but he was born in La Belle Province and has made his way over to Ontario.
And Jake Rivett on the other side getting the start for the Nats as the faceoff is won by them. Back to the point now. Thrown in down the wide open net, but that one sailed through the crease and is going to come all the way outside the zone. Behind the net of Rivett, and he's going to cover that one up. So a fast opening to this first period as we see Joseph Machoni out there, and the draw is pushed ahead and won by the Markham Majors, but they're going to turn it over. Now it's flipped through center ice, picked up once again. D-to-D pass, Malik McGowan has it. McGowan throws it up the wing. Now it's through center ice. Into the zone, working behind the net, and once again the Nats are going to have a chance to clear, and they get it to Scott, who can't quite hold it into the line for the Markham Majors as it's thrown back in once again. Out of his net there is Heroux to play that one, and gets it going back to go other way. Turnover, slap shot there, pad save by Heroux. Thrown out of the zone. Picked up at center. Machoni's going to pass that one up for his teammate along the boards. Thrown through center. Arm of the referee is up, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. And it's going to go against the Markham Majors as the puck is pinned along the boards and finally touched up.
We'll wait to see what the referee's signal is and who he decides to usher towards the penalty box, but an early opportunity with the man advantage here. So you're going to see on the replay. Right in the middle of your screen, and yeah, appeared to be a hooking call there. Maybe a little bit of interference.
Just a good job to keep the feet moving in the offensive zone, and just like that, it's an early power play in favor of the Toronto Nationals. To the point now, throwing D-to-D. A slap shot from the point. That one's blocked in front of the net, and the Majors had a chance to clear, but they fired it into their own bench.
And it looked to be Andrew Patini on the call, the one against the Markham Majors. He's a big physical player. He's got a good net front presence, but can't spend much time in front of the net if you're sitting in the penalty box. So be there for a minute and 45 seconds unless the Nationals can convert here.
Puck played to the point now. Worked around. Nobes has it, controlling the power play. They try to work into the zone. Patini out there for the Markham Majors as the puck is fired up the boards. All the way down the ice. The penalty killers are going to get a change here. Nice job of killing so far by the Majors as the Nats will work it through center. Pass just goes too far, and Fired right back down the ice again. That one past Robert Wang for the Markham Majors. As they wait at center ice trying to set up the neutral zone trap and see if they can't cut off the Nationals where they are. It's fired down. Wang is going to chase that one into the corner. Continuing to forecheck as penalty time dwindles down. Brought out once again by the Nats. They gain the zone. Shot there. That one's up high and goes over the net. That was Cameron Allen taking that shot, getting up there. A strong defenseman for this Nationals team, and he sure is a bright spot on the defensive side of things for them. He can rush the puck, scores a lot of goals for them as they break into the zone now. Power play time continues. Puck is turned around and splits the defense as it's sent all the way down the ice. As Simmons took a bump in the corner there and gets it going back the other way for the Nationals. Now Simmons going off and a goalie to the bench as well. So it appears that we're going to get another delayed penalty, and I think it's going to go against the Majors again.
Yeah, and that's just as the initial penalty had expired. Back to 5-on-5 only for a brief moment before another player gets ushered towards the penalty box. And I mean, on that first power play opportunity, the Nationals didn't really look to have anything going consistently. They had puck possession in the offensive zone, but didn't really threaten the goaltender.
And once again, it'll be Cameron Allen coming out to try and quarterback the power play from the defensive side of things. Another penalty taken by the Markham Majors. This is a great chance for the Nationals to get on the board early. Cameron Allen gets it at the point. Now it's throwing D to D. To the point once again. Into the middle, and Allen's going to go chase that one into the corner. At the point, good possession. Allen has it down low. Shot fired on, and a save there once again from Daniel Heroux. Throwing behind the net. Chance to clear now for the Markham Majors. Ethan Gerard was there defending that rush. Now it's back to the point again. And once again, as they were in the first penalty, the puck is cleared all the way down the ice.
Puck moving there on the back end between number 19, Owen Ibbotson, and number 11, Cameron Allen.
Ibbotson there on the power play with Allen. They did a good job controlling it, but the Markham Majors continue to not let anything get to the front of the net. Now they do, though, as a rebound was right out in front of Heroux. Ibbotson throws it in down low. And the puck was chipped up. I'm not sure. We're going to get another whistle.
Looked like it might have jumped up into the netting. Draw will come to the right side of Daniel Heroux. And I mean, the Markham Majors to this point, they looked good on the first penalty kill. Not a ton of net front pressure allowed, and they've looked good on this penalty kill as well.
And taking the draw there, Caliero. But it's going to be dumped down once again. Malik McGowan, and that one just went past the net. And McGowan is into the corner to pick it up. It was almost a misplay there from Heroux, but the Majors are back the other way. Played into the zone, puck behind the net. Haynes is battling for that one. Connor Haynes, a guy who's a natural forward, but with the lack of forwards on this Markham Majors team, he's a versatile guy. He can step back and play D every now and then for you. Haynes has it now. Throws it up through the middle, and that pass was deflected, so it's going to go all the way into the zone. Teo Artichek was in there trying to work that one free. Brought into the zone once again by the Nationals. Behind the net, a battle for their backhand there, and Heroux had to make a save. Backhanded around the boards. A battle for it there. Teo Artichek is going to flick that puck up through center and now go off for a change. D to D pass for the Nationals as Taking a bump there was the defenseman as Cameron Allen is going to pick it up behind the net. Now he brings it through center. Allen gets it across. Ibbotson now is going to poke that one into the zone. Through center once again. Haynes applying some pressure. Allen working his way in. Shot there and goes behind the net. Logan Durno plays it through center, and the puck is dumped in once again by the Markham Majors behind the net of Rivett. Played to the point now. Palermo, and that shot is in the net as a deflection in front. And it's Logan Durno who gets the goal, 1-0.
Durno, the beneficiary of some good positioning, a battle down low. He keeps himself in between the hash marks, and as that puck's attempted to be kicked out, the kick unsuccessful. Puck falls right to Durno. Makes no mistake in putting that one past Rivett.
So 1-0 lead for the Markham Majors after they had to kill off 2 penalties. And the momentum from the penalty kills, I guess, carried over, and they found themselves in a 1-0 lead as Teo Artichuk centers one right out in front, and that one just goes wide. Behind the net, backing it around. Shot there, scores! Mackenzie, the goal, puts it up over the shoulder of the goalie, and just like that, it's 2-0.
It's another quick strike. Markham Majors rattle off 2 goals in the span of about a minute and a half. We're going to see the work along the boards. Looked like Wang goes down there, comes in around the corner. Is able to fire that one past the goaltender. After 2 early penalties taken by the Markham Majors, they've rebounded in a big way. A 2-0 lead.
That was a fantastic shot there by Mackenzie. Play all started there with Teo Artichuk. As he kept that one in at the line, got some pressure towards the front of the net, and the Markham Majors are threatening to run away with this early on after, well, this is really the first time that they've had a chance to score it. They've spent most of the game on the penalty kill, but now that they have a chance, they've taken advantage of it. Logan Durno, the first goal scorer, having a chat there. D-to-D pass. Puck is played in. The Nationals gaining a little bit of zone time here to the point. The puck is dumped in. Played around once again by the Majors through center ice. Logan Durno is going to put that one towards the net, and covering it up there was Rivett.
Scrum ensues down below the goal line. It's not the start that you want if you're the Nationals. 2 power play opportunities that go knocking, and then all of a sudden you're facing a 2-0 deficit. Looks like the refs might have fished somebody out of the pile to send to the penalty box. The call will be for slashing. And for the Markham Majors heading to the box once again. It's the 3rd power play opportunity so far for the young Nationals.
A great time to take advantage. They've had a few chances, but it's just been the Markham Majors keeping the Nationals to the outside, and nothing is really getting to the front of the net, and nothing too difficult for Daniel Heroux yet. To the point now. It'll be Ibbotson and Allen again controlling the power play. Ibbotson has it. Flicks it over the boards. Puck is swung around back into the offensive zone by Machoni, and now it's going to be flicked up down the ice once again by the Markham Majors, who once again find a way to get possession and clear the puck down the ice, and the Nationals will have to try and set up once again. Through center ice. Shot there, and that one just went past the stick of Ryan Bullock. Behind the net, Nationals will look to regroup again. Cameron Allen will take it through center and skate his way in. Behind the net, that was Ibbotson carrying it in. Played down low. And just avoiding a big check there was Ryan Bullock. Now it's to the point. Ibbotson playing catch. Throws it across for Allen. Allen works it down low. Now plays it to the front of the net, and Machoni is going to collect it. Machoni to Ibbotson. Back to Machoni. Across to Allen, and his shot is up and over the glass.
It's interesting. You see Allen almost playing the role of a pseudo winger. We know how effective he is at scoring goals from the back end, but on that power play setup, he looks to be more of the right-sided winger. He's moving down towards the goal line, trying to set his teammates up.
Caliero will take the draw for the Nationals and win it to the corner as the puck is backhanded in. Throwing Diddy again, still on the power play shot there. Pad save by Heroux. Back to Simmons. Simmons gets it to the point. Played in once again, no room there. Shot from the point, scores! A big shot there from Mackenzie. And on the power play, the Nationals have finally capitalized, and it's 2-1.
Well, playing a little bit of catch-up near the point. Liam Mackenzie throws this puck on. We're going to see here after he receives it. Plays the 1-2 along the wall. Couple of passes, moves out into the center of the point. Receives that puck. Throws it on. Not sure if that takes a deflection. Doesn't look like it based on the celebration in front of Mackenzie. But regardless, the young Nationals are able to cut the deficit in half, finally converting on the power play.
And that's just what they weren't finding in their first two power plays. They weren't able to get that shot from the middle of the ice, stepping up in between the hash marks as Mackenzie, and he fires a rocket past Heroux. And it cuts the lead in half, so right back in it were the Nationals after the Markham Majors played a couple of really good minutes, scored 2 back-to-back goals. The last one by Robert Wang. But now the Nationals have brought it within 1. 4:44 to go in the first. Needless to say, though, the Markham Majors are going to have to stay out of the box coming down the stretch because the Toronto Nationals have proven that they do have an effective power play now as it's down below the goal line. Big hit there from a defenseman in the corner. Through center ice, and the puck is just kept on side. No, not quite, as Machoni touches it up. Well, it's been fun to watch the physical play of Robert Palermo so far in this game, as we saw a big hit in the corner as the faceoff is won now by the Toronto Nationals. A guy who's known for that and for his strength as well, and he's demonstrated it so far in this game a couple of times as we get another whistle.
Looked to be a charging call, maybe. The referee rolling his fists hand over hand. Yeah, and player for the Young Nationals is going to be ushered to the box. That's exactly what the call was for. Now the Markham Majors, after taking 3 penalties early on and allowing 1 on the penalty kill, are going to have their first opportunity with the man advantage to try to re-cement that lead at 2 goals.
Machoni, Artichuk, Haynes out there on the point who has the puck now. Haynes throws it down, Artichuk to Haynes again. Artichuk gets it back, playing give and go. Now it's put all the way down low. Below the goal line. Artichuk fishes it out of the corner. Now he finds Haynes. Back to Artichuk. Markham controlling easily right now. Shot to the middle. Loose in front and covered up. Now it's back out to Haynes. Fires, scores. A big shot from the point there, and Haynes makes it 3-1 Majors on the power play.
Well, it didn't take them long with their first man advantage. That's a really good effort jumping up in the play from Connor Haynes. He's got a lot of skill, and it's impressive for how big he is. You can see here playing a little bit of 1-2 with Artichuk. Artichuk throws that one down low, and a little bit of a scramble in front, but as the puck squeaks out right to Haynes, grabs it, fires a wrist shot going wide. That's a really nice effort there to spot the area that was open to the right side of Jake Rivett.
He had to be smart with that shot as well because there was a lot of bodies in front of the net. If it wasn't the goalie that saved it, it could have unfortunately got caught in someone's equipment, but well, he played it smartly, took his time, and ripped that one past Rivett. Palermo in the corner. Puck is flicked up through center. Chipped into the zone, and Toronto Nationals will try to clear it out of there. Held in once again by the Majors. Now possession again with the Nats as they bring it through center. 2-on-1 developing here. Brought into the zone. Machoni, and that one's taken away. That was Leighton McLean there on that rush, but good defensive play there by the Majors as the Nationals have it going the other way once again into the zone behind the net, and Heroux will play that one. Tied up the boards right in front of the bench of the Markham Majors. Patini trying to work his way out, bowling through center ice. The big body of Patini there got it to the blue line, but that was all as the puck is dumped back in once again by the Nationals, and as Heroux touches it up, it looks like we have another icing call.
It's been a quick start for both teams so far. A high event first period, a couple penalties both ways, and in the score sheet, obviously, a couple goals.
Robert Wang is going to take this draw, and the puck is fired around by Mackenzie, the only goal scorer so far in the first period for the Toronto Nationals as they break the puck in once again, and now it's played into the corner. All the way back behind the net, Teo Artichuk is going to try and help out Durno. Durno will get that puck loose and play it up the middle to an open man. Through center ice, the Majors breaking their way and shot to the middle looking for Artichuk. Backhanded into the zone. Nobes did a good job to hold the line there. Now it's fired behind Rivett. Sent up the boards once again, and the Nats are going to break out into the offensive zone. Chance to clear for the Majors. They get it to center ice. Played in once again, shot to the middle, and that one was deflected away. Through center come the Nats to the backhand and defended well once again, trying to spring a man free. It was Machoni. Wang to Machoni as he works his way in. Backhand to the front of the net. Wang just about able to stuff that one home, but a good defensive play by the Nationals. Referee taking a tumble as Cameron Allen will pick it up in the corner and try to send that one around. Instead, it was reversed to his teammate as the Nationals bring it through center. Across the line, and trying to backhand that puck into the zone was the Nationals player, but now it's going to go behind the net. Heroux. And the pass was just too far for Scott, so Wang picks it up on the open wing, and now it's fired through center. All the way down below the goal line. Markham Majors trying to forecheck here. A lot of pressure being put on as this turned over. Artichuk is going to work that one into the zone. Oh, that was Serpentjack. I don't know if the referee was up for offside, but... or maybe not. What's the whistle for here?
Well, it might have been a delayed offside call, but play stopping as the end of the first period has dawned. It was a bit of an interesting start for the Markham Majors. They take a couple penalties, but they also take the lead here in the first 15 minutes.
And a 3-1 score, especially with the power plays we saw for the Nationals. They were able to capitalize on the power play, and the top guys on the Markham Majors, we saw Haynes score the goal. Teo Artichuk has been all over the place. They've sure been impressive so far.
Yeah, and they featured early on, but still a lot of game left to be played, a full 30 minutes. You know, the young Nationals are a capable team, and then, you know, you're not able to look past really anybody in this league. The GTHL is the most competitive league in Ontario, and there's a reason for that.
As the puck is thrown around there by Heroux. Down low, that one gets past Palermo as the Nationals have it in the corner. Played to the point. Allen fires a shot, gloved down there by Heroux. Turn back and The puck is thrown around. Arm of the referee is up. Slap shot to the middle, and as Serpent touches it up, we're going to get a power play. This one's going to be in favor of the Nationals.
Look to be head contact. We'll see what the call is here. It's coming up, or if it was earlier than that, hard to tell. Coming up here. Oh, right there. Yeah. The elbow coming up and catching his man right in the face. That was Ethan Girard. Now he's an interesting player because he's traditionally a forward, but for this Markham Majors team, he does play on the back end, and maybe showing a little bit of an experience in that position there, taking a penalty.
So a lengthy power play coming up in favor of the Nationals as they control it in the zone. Shot to the middle, and it's going to be cleared down the ice there by a penalty killer of the Markham Majors. Behind the net, Teo Artichuk chases that one down. Haynes and Artichuk. Haynes trying to get something going with Artichuk there, but they're both just going to turn back and defend this. Wynarski played down low now. Backhanded, and that one's going to get down the ice. Through center. Nationals will try and set up once again as they work the puck into the zone behind the net now. Wynarski lays a hit on his man. Chance to clear, but held in at the line. Artichuk couldn't quite get a stick on that one, and just able to keep that one in the zone was Caliero. Right to the middle, a chance, and saved by Heroux. It's still loose, though. Caliero gets it back at the point. Shot there, just past the blocker. Caliero's had a couple good looks on this power play so far. Wynarski is going to try and get that one back. Caliero again, working it into the zone. He has it around the hash marks. Gets it back to the point now. Puck throwing down low. Skip hops off a stick there. Back to the point. Set up now are the Toronto Nationals on this power play. There's a shot turned aside by Heroux. Nationals kept to the outside once again, but Allen will try and change that as he works into the middle. Looking for a return pass to Allen, and Artichuk's just going to fire that one all the way back down the ice. Setting up from their own end are the Toronto Nationals, still on the power play after it looked like it was a head contact penalty earlier on. Malik McGowan trying to defend it there. Machoni on the penalty kill as well. Back to the point, Allen. Gets a return pass. Playing catch here with his line mate. Allen gets one off a skate. Now he'll try and keep this one in the zone. Cameron Allen stepping up, fires a shot, and that one goes wide. Pinchoni just cleared that one out of danger to the corner. Played in once again by the Nationals. Parked in front of the net is Bullock. Allen gets it at the point. Shot there, and it's tipped up high over the glass.
You can see why Allen is one of the leading scorers for this Nationals team. He activates so well from the blue line moving forward. He's got a great head about him. Strong offensive IQ as a defender. Able to work his way around his man. Put a couple shots on net in that sequence.
And Souza worked well with Allen as well in that penalty, as he was able to gain the offensive zone and keep things going. Latham and Allen now playing the point. Allen the defenseman. Latham the forward. As a pad save there. Big one by Heroux as it kicked out into the danger area. Power play continues for the Toronto Nationals. Allen carries it into the zone, trying to go all the way, and the arm of the referee is up. This is going to be another penalty, and it's going to go against the Majors again.
Looked to be a slashing call indicated there from the referee. Markham Majors again are going to send a man into the penalty box, so going to spend some time here. 5-on-3. I mean, the penalty trouble was something we had talked about in the first period, as it was happening often. Looked to be a slashing call there indicated. Coming up against Robert Wang. He's going to spend 2 minutes or less in the penalty box.
As Wynarski plays it over to Palermo, who tries to get it out. He can't quite do it. Allen has it now. At the point with Machoni. Allen stepping in. Gets it across for Mackenzie, who has the only goal. Allen gets it back. Works it in. Nice little toe drag move. Now he puts it over from Mackenzie down low. Right to the middle. Scores! It's Bullock who was planted in front of the net. And just like that, it's 3-2.
And the 5-on-3 comes back to bite the Markham Majors. That was a really nice sequence of play. The little high, low, high that sets up Bullock in front of the net. You see Allen with a beautiful little toe drag. Sends it back to his man. That puck goes down low before being sent right back up to Bullock. He's a bulldog in front of the net, man. He's not the biggest player that you're going to see on the ice. Reminds you of a Denver Barkey for the Toronto Titans, but making his presence felt there in front of the net with a really nice finish.
Yeah, he absolutely does, and I think Robert Wang on the other side of things for the Markham Majors might be a comparable player there as well. That the guy that comes to mind in the NHL would be, I guess, Cole Caulfield, maybe a potential comparable. Puck into the corner. Still on the power play here are the Toronto Nationals. They scored 5-on-3. Colliero now plays it to the middle, and that one's just past Capizo, and the puck is going to be exited out of the zone by the Markham Majors. Through center, Capizo trying to set up a man there, but it's Artichuk who's on it quickly for the Markham Majors, bringing it into the zone, tied up along the boards. Still killing off penalty time there in the corner, and finally the Nationals are able to break it away, but they're going to have a 4-on-3 rush here. No, they aren't, because Capizo couldn't quite get a handle on that one, and it's cleared out once again by Wang out there with Malik McGowan. Malik McGowan great on this penalty kill, a guy who's not afraid to get right into the play. He'll take a hit to make a play any day of the week, as puck's thrown down the ice is going to be an icing.
It will come all the way back. Credit to the Nationals on that 5-on-3. They took their time, didn't force anything, waited for the play to open itself up, and they capitalized on that opportunity. Still with a little bit of time here to work on the man advantage, but draw coming in their own zone.
The Nationals have had the majority of the shots on goal, but Heroux has had an answer to almost all of them, except for obviously the 5-on-3 goal, which was just a beautiful set play that they worked up, started by Allen. Through center, the puck is turned over, and Serpinjak is just going to dump that one all the way down. Haynes out there with Serpinjak. And it's Lee as well on the defensive side of things for the Majors. As we are 5-on-5 now. And it kind of feels like the Markham Majors could be leading this game by more had they not taken so many penalties to this point in the game.
Yeah, and might be something that the coach talks about on the bench, that they've put themselves into some unnecessary trouble, but there's still time here. You do have the lead, and now more than ever is the time where you got to sure things up and try to keep yourselves out of the penalty box.
Throwing down into the zone, Machoni's going to chase that one into the offensive zone. Now he gets it back. Machoni looking for Durno in front. Shot there, and that one's cleared away by the Nationals as they break through center. Dumped into the zone behind the net. Played right back out in front dangerously through the crease there of Rivett. Or Heroux, I should say, as it's played down low. Throwing through the middle. That one's off a body of Bullock in front of the net. Bullock has it again. Nice skate to stick play as the Nationals stay onside. Palermo battling forward in the corner with Wang. Puck is taken by the Nationals, turning and trying to get to the offensive zone. Palermo comes in for a poke check there. Once again, shot there from the point by Simmons, and that one's high and wide. Down low, McLean. Played back to the point to Allen. Allen, a nice little move, working his way to the middle, and he just about found a man. But the Markham Majors are going to be able to get that one out of harm's way. Picked up once again by the Nationals as they break in. Shot there. That one was high and wide of the net, and it looks like it deflected up over the glass.
Cameron Allen's name has been called a couple of times so far in this game. It's easy to see why when he's making plays like that as a defenseman. It takes a lot of courage to do that because if that puck gets poked away from you, there isn't anybody behind you covering the play forward. That's why you usually leave the stick handling to the guys playing the forward roles.
Yeah, but he can really do both. And we saw that he was playing kind of a hybrid forward on the power play. And, you know, you could probably put that guy on forward and he would do everything you need in terms of, you know, stick handling, a shooting ability as the puck is dumped into the zone, and the Nationals will try and break into the offensive zone once again. They've had some pressure over the last couple of minutes, 5-on-5. Even though they have played on the power play for a lot of this game, as that one's past Durno into the zone. Teo Artichuk's going to come in and try and keep that one, and he does. Haynes chases it behind the net. A check there, and the Majors are able to keep it in. It was Malik McGowan doing that at the point. Haynes brings it around, thrown right to Artichuk, and he just fired that one wide. Possession still with the Majors as they go for a centering pass, but once again, the Nationals are able to clear it away as they break into the zone. Shot to the middle was almost a 2-on-1, but defended well there by Haynes. Cameron Allen takes it through center, trying to body his way through a couple of guys, and he'll get some help from his teammates now. Bullock into the corner. Fought off by Scott. Throwing back around once again. Chance to get it to the middle. Jack Pridham in there, chasing the puck. Allen can't quite keep that one on the line. It's going to be dumped all the way down the ice. Could be an icing, and it is. So 5:48 to go in the second period. 3-2 Markham Majors. Things have cooled down a little bit after, well, maybe not necessarily a hot offensive start for either team particularly. It was mostly just a lot of power plays on either side. Shots are currently 18-10 in favor of the Nationals, who have been pounding Heroux so far. Wynarski trying to defend that one in the corner. Wang digs it out. He'll bring it the other way for the Majors. Robert Wang through center. Finds a man breaking into the zone. Shot to the middle and turned aside by Rivett. Backhander. That one's high and wide. Serpentjack was in there as well. Now Wynarski's going to step up and keep that one into the zone as Wang chases it into the corner. Lee on the far boards. Trying to keep that one in. They do. Serpentjack fires a shot. That one goes wide. Poked ahead, but Wang is able to hold that one along the boards and keep the offensive pressure going for the Markham Majors. Now the Nats will take it the other way through center. Serpentjack trying to defend that one. Lee has that one go past him. Into the zone. Check laid there. Long shift for this line of the Majors. Now they're in the defensive zone. They need to get it out, as they'll clear it all the way down the ice. Now go for a change. Play behind the net. Cameron Allen will dump that one through center. Throwing all the way down the ice. And covered up there.
It was a long stretch of play in the offensive zone for the Markham Majors, but they end up getting caught because you have that group on the ice for so long. When the puck finally does reach its way back into the defensive zone, those players are still on the ice, and they just spent about 45 seconds to a minute playing offense, and it's tough for that tired group to defend, but they did well.
Face-off is won by the Nationals. They get a shot that just goes wide. Now it's played back to the point. Cameron Allen fires one, and it's blocked in front by Haynes. Back through center. Breaking out of the zone. And it's played to the middle, and Rivett had to be sharp there. Puck flicked up and to center. Palermo jumping to hold on to that one. Now Haynes will dump it right on, and giving it to Cameron Allen quickly was Rivett. Electing not to cover that one. Throw in through center. The Nationals get there. Capizo, but he couldn't quite stay on side. Now McLean is going to chase it and forecheck in the offensive zone. McLean gets a hold of the puck momentarily, but it's taken back once again. Ethan Gerard got that one through center for the Markham Majors. Cameron Allen loses that one to Haynes. Played back once again, Teo Artichuk. That one's just going to go by him. Hard forecheck for the Majors, as they always do in the offensive zone. And get a line change after the whistle.
Play will come back down towards the net of the Toronto Nationals. And I mean, I think to this point, you see the disparity in shots isn't too great. You could probably accredit that to the penalties that the Markham Majors have taken.
Bouchard will take the draw out there with Patini. Malik McGowan along the boards, but he'll elect to just let that one come out of the zone as the Nationals were on an offensive rush. Durno dumping that one back in to center at least. Durno, Patini, Bouchard, the offensive line for the Markham Majors, as they have it behind the net, tied up with Malik McGowan there momentarily. Puck thrown through middle to an open wing, picked up by a Major as they break into the zone. McGowan. And was looking for Durno there, but that pass is cut off by Rivett, who covers. As we have 2:33 to go in the second period, is there anyone who has particularly impressed you on either side, who's stood out on the ice so far?
I think Cameron Allen is the first guy that you'd look to, and the Toronto Nationals rely on him, as we mentioned, to score a lot of their goals. You can see why. He's a tremendously high-skilled defenseman. That's not often you see that kind of skill set come from the back end, but he does it well because, I mean, he plays defense just about as well as he plays offense, and both are very good.
A potential first-round pick in the upcoming OHL draft, as that shot is high and stopped there by Heroux, who's been sharp in this game as well. Puck is dumped into the zone. Now behind the net, Teo Artichuk will pick that one up. Connor Haynes, a guy on the other side. He's a tall guy. He's a big body, and he'd made some skill plays despite his size.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's usually the divisive factor. Well, is he big or is he skilled? Connor Haynes is one of those guys that is able to do both pretty well. We saw him pick the corner there, and I mean, he's just such a big body on the ice. It's hard to teach size.
Yeah, and so valuable on the defensive side of things on the power play as well, because he does get some experience playing defense, because the Markham Majors are a little bit shorthanded when it comes to defenders. As the puck is backhanded, Serpent Jack will chase that one down. Below the goal line are the Nationals, trying to work it into the zone. Serpent Jack looking for Artichuk. Serpent Jack has it again, trying to find his way to the middle, but there were four bodies there cutting him off, and the puck goes over the glass. Ryan Bullock, the latest goal scorer for the Toronto Nationals, as they got a 5-on-3 goal, but since then it's been back and forth. Both goalies have been solid so far in this one. Haynes will take the draw shot on and right into the breadbasket of Rivett, who covers.
That's in contrast to the first period. We saw a high event 15 minutes, lots of penalties and some goals both ways. It's since settled down noticeably in this second period.
Faceoff was won, but apparently dropped unfairly, so we're going to get a do-over. Haynes was trying to win that one back to Gerard, who's planted right in the middle of the ice. We might get a couple penalties here. What do we have here?
Appears that referees are ushering one red and one white sweater to the penalty box, offsetting minor penalties. Those two will spend 2 minutes in the box and will be allowed out the next stoppage of play after those 2 minutes have elapsed. So both teams have to send out another forward. Shakes up the units here for both sides.
Back to the point, Gerard, and that shot was blocked. Here's a chance for the Nationals, and Capizo was looking for a man streaking up the middle, defended well there. Palermo battling to keep it into the zone. Behind the net, the puck is played around. Machoni just about lost that one, but he gets it over to his teammate Palermo. Haynes. Back to the point now. Shot on, and Mackenzie puts it right into the midsection there, and a save from Heroux.
Heroux saw it all the way. Made sure he was square to the shot when it ended up hitting him. Probably looking for a tip there in front, but no such luck to be had. Well done by the Markham Majors goaltender.
Bouchard is going to come out and take the draw in the defensive zone for the Markham Majors. He will be opposed by Caliero.
Interesting setup here. You can see the winger set up in the other dot for the Nationals. Nothing comes of it, but can't say I've ever seen a play set up like that before on an offensive zone draw.
It would have been interesting to see Bouchard break into the zone. Slap shot there, and Rivett tips out the side. Loose in front of the net. A tough rebound off the Yenton boards. Good save by Rivett. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were trying to do there. I guess they were trying to spread someone out wide, maybe find a one-time pass off the draw, and it looked like they almost had it. The faceoff just went past the defenseman.
Yeah, either that or you get a body on the opposite wing so that if the puck's won back to the defenseman, you can wheel the puck around and set something up on the other side as the bodies shift from left to right.
Bouchard wins the draw. Back to the point now. Markham has it again, looking for one more late in the period. Shot on. Rebound in front. Diving across. There was Rivett. He might have got a piece of it. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Puck is dumped all the way down the ice. Maybe time for one more rush either way as it's played through the middle. Caliero had to tag back up as he went offside. Play back once again. 11 seconds to go. And we're going to get another whistle.
That'll be 10 seconds here. We'll see where the puck is dropped. And the linesman setting himself up on the Nationals side of center ice. Just past the blue line.
Face off, won by Wang out there with Serpentjack. Puck is dumped all the way into the offensive zone. Serpentjack will chase it down, lay a hit in the corner, and that's going to do it. Here for the second period, 3-2 Markham Majors. We've been treated to a pretty good hockey game so far. There's been a lot of power plays. The special teams have been good so far, and a lot of offense ability we can see from both of these teams.
Yeah, and you've gotten a little bit of everything. In the first, you got some penalty calls both ways, and you got some goals. And in the second period, you got some solid goaltending. You got some shored-up defensive play. And this game has had everything that you would want to see so far. The only question is who's going to come away with it. There's still 15 minutes to play, and after the flood, the players will come out rested for the third and final frame. 15 minutes to decide if the Nationals can knot this thing up or maybe even take the lead, or if the Majors can hold on.
Well, we're just about set for a puck drop in the third period. 3-2 Markham Majors. Face off to center ice, won by the Nationals as Mackenzie will pick it up in his own zone, play it D to D. Now it's thrown through the middle. Souza out there as well for the Toronto Nationals. Puck thrown around the boards. That one squeaks out through center and all the way down the ice. No icing. Oh, there is icing. As it's touched up there by a Markham Major, so an offensive zone face-off for them. Well, we'll see if the offense opens up at all in this third period. There's been a lot of shots on goal so far. 22-20 in favor of the Toronto Nationals. A lot of their shots have been on the strong power play that they've had as a backhand there, and Rivett is able to stop Bartychuk. It'll be Palermo out there with Gerard, the defensive line for the Markham Majors. Haynes will take the draw. One there, and a shot on from Palermo. Bartychuk was battling for that. Now Gerard tips it to the middle, and Bartychuk was on the doorstep, but it's covered up by Rivett.
Been a good first minute so far in the third period. The Markham Majors have had that pressure on. We can see the two players that were occupying the penalty box after the offsetting minors have been let out. So so they will rejoin their teammates on the bench.
Yeah, penalty which happened at the end of the second period. Haynes wins the draw. Back to the point, Palermo. Palermo reverses it back. Right into the middle for Artichuk, fires a shot. Pad save there by Rivett. It's still loose. Palermo rips a shot. That one's just off a body and deflects wide. Palermo trying to keep it at the line. He does. Knocked that one out of midair. Haynes trying to keep it in the zone. Palermo holds the line once again. Gets it down for Artichuk below the goal line. Artichuk working on it down low. Trying to stick handle his way through Cameron Allen. Now Machoni. Gets into the middle, Haynes. Haynes down low for Artichuk once again. Trying to set something up from there, Artichuk. Works it out front. Haynes, that one just went past him. A diving effort there by Palermo. And give him the benefit of the doubt on that. He was fantastic at holding the line on that shift. It just gets past his outstretched stick, and that line a well-deserved rest as they hop up the ice for the Markham Majors. Nationals looking for some forechecking pressure right here. McLean will be the one forechecking, and he'll have some success down there as the Nationals were able to just about keep that one into the zone, but backhanding it back in was Bullock. Played into the zone once again, right into the middle. Cameron Allen kept that one out, and now it's played into the corner to Bouchard. Bouchard throws it all the way across the ice. That one's going to just squeak outside the zone. Arthur Lee had it. Played through the middle. Nationals will control from their own zone. Now it's played up the boards once again. Working it down lower, the Nationals. And trying to get out of their own zone. We get another whistle.
As the play is called, a tripping penalty coming up to the Toronto Nationals. Can't say that I blame them. The start of the third period's been all Markham Majors. I mean, you had mentioned him for a brief moment there as Robert Palermo, widely considered the best defenseman on this Markham Majors team. You could see why. He made a hard pass to his teammate. He set himself up for a shot. He maintained the line well. He sold out at the end of his shift to try to maintain the puck in the zone.
Yeah, we should mention as well, Ethan Girard, a strong player on the Markham Majors as well, but his natural position is actually a forward, but with the amount of forwards and lack of defense they have on this team, here goes Teo Artichuk with a chance, breaking into the zone. Power play as well, by the way, for the Markham Majors as they set up. Shot there by Artichuk. That one just goes wide. Back to Scott. Scott across to Haynes playing the point. Haynes trying to get it to the middle and tripped up. Oh, here we go. That's going to do it for the power play.
Yeah, and the penalty boxes have seen quite a few different sweaters in them so far to this game, and I'd say the Markham Majors hold the advantage in penalties taken, but not by too much. It's interesting because they lead in the goal category, but just by one. They had a really nice stretch of play there. But now with the penalty taken, the man advantage dissolves, and the draw will come to the left side of Daniel Heroux. The right side of Daniel Heroux. 4-on-4, lots of ice to work with.
Well, let's see. Speed is always something that's highlighted 4-on-4, so we'll see who brings the most of that. And this pretty extended 4-on-4 here as Bouchard was battling for that one. Now it's brought into the zone once again by the Nationals as they work it down low. Puck played back. McLean to the point now. Allen. Allen somehow keeping it at the line. What a play. Allen still on the puck. Plays it across. Throwing down low now. Chance in the corner. Hirsch is battling for that one. Played behind the net. Back into the middle. Bullock fires a shot high and wide and up over the glass as I think it went off a stick.
Cameron Allen with a great display of stick handling there along the blue line. We could see with a great aerial shot as he brought the puck back on the stick handle, tried to make his way to his right. And the puck sat on the blue line for a moment, but he carried it in and created an offensive scoring chance.
Still 4-on-4 for about 40 more seconds here as we're in the third period. 3-2 Markham Majors as the puck is throwing up the boards all the way down the ice and an icing is called. That play by Cameron Allen there at the point to somehow fend off his man and keep it in the zone. What an impressive set of hands, especially from a defenseman. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, it's tremendously impressive. You can see why he features so much in their goal-scoring opportunities.
Still 4-on-4 for a couple more seconds as it's played through the middle. Machoni's going to help that puck into the zone. Robert Wang was in the middle with Machoni. Wang has it now. Looking for an open man. Wang fires it instead as he was able to just walk right to the middle. The advantage of extra ice on 4-on-4. Hirsch. And the puck is played down low with his number 12 counterpart, Patini. Palermo battling with Capizo, who fires a tough angle shot, and then the rebound deflected right out in front of the net. As breaking to the middle there was a forward for the Markham Majors, but poke checked there. Defended well by the Nationals, who are going to go on the attack. They're on the power play now. Working to the middle, and that one's deflected away. Shot there, and behind the net, Wynarski. Throwing back along the board. Serpent Jack is going to try and help get this puck out. 5-on-5 now. Throwing to the middle, and a chance to clear for the Markham Majors. They can't quite do it. Held in once again at the line. 3 wide are the Nationals as that shot was fired up over the net. Down below the goal line. Poked out of the zone by Patini. Through the middle. Nationals might be able to sense that time is starting to wind down in this game a little bit as Souza is going to help poke that one away. Logan Durno will race in on the forecheck against Bullock. Bullock throws it through center. All the way down the ice. Turning with the puck. Serpent Jack will close in on him. Poked around the net down low. Nationals holding some offensive zone time so far. Shot from the point there from Simmons, and that one was deflected just wide. Haynes in there to battle for the puck, trying to get it out, and it's flipped up in the air and all the way down the ice. Whipped around behind the net. Picked up by Heroux, who helps his team get going back northward. Throwing into the zone once again, and chasing it into the offensive zone is Owen Ibbotson. Behind the net, Scott will try to turn down low. Turned over in front, and a big save once again by Heroux.
It's a sudden opportunity that presents itself almost out of nowhere for the Nationals, but well done by Heroux to be on his toes to stop the puck, maintains the lead.
8:13 to go in the third period. It's a couple taps there from his teammates after making the good save. There's that play again with Cameron Allen at the point, but this time the faceoff is won by the Markham Majors. 3 wide, breaking into the offensive zone, defended beautifully there by Allen. Played through the middle once again. 2-on-1 opportunity developing right to the middle, and he was looking for the return pass was Ibbotson, and he couldn't find him on the golden opportunity. Played down low. Battle for it in the corner. The Majors trying to come away with it, and falling there was a Markham Major. Right back on the puck once again as the puck is played to Cameron Allen. Allen on Machoni. Allen, his shot's blocked. Now he's going to have to retreat as the puck is played back down into the offensive zone for the Markham Majors. 7:30 to go in the third. Turning and firing that one around. Now it's played to the middle, Wang, and that one was just off his stick. Wynarski's back to help defend this rush for the Majors. Played through the middle. Backhander by Capizo, a whistle.
Looked to be offside on the Nationals' entry. But man, what a great effort on his coming back on his own, Cameron Allen. He faced a 3-on-1 and he broke it up single-handedly. We saw the offensive skill on display earlier on in this game, and right there showing you why his defense is as equally impressive.
Face off just outside the offensive zone for the Nationals. It's won by them. Souza out there on the wing. He's going to chase that one down. Majors with possession through center. Trying to keep that one in was Wang. Shot there, and Haynes put that one on. Haynes down low behind the net, played all the way back out. Malik McGowan, and can't quite keep that one in at the line as it's played into the offensive zone for the Nationals. Picked up once again by the Markham Majors. They break in. Down low, it's Bouchard out there. Bouchard wings that one to the middle, looking for Patini. Now Patini will forecheck. Do a pretty good job of it as well. Simmons to Allen. Allen through center. High in the air and all the way down the ice. No icing. Played up the boards. Patini working it in. Bouchard in the corner. And it was Akimov there along the boards, and the net came off.
6 minutes and a change left to play in this third period. I'd say that the Markham Majors started out the period on the front foot. They were the better team for the first couple of minutes, but since then I think the chances have been pretty equal both ways. That's evident in the shot totals for both teams.
Yeah, once this game has kind of settled into its rhythm, it's been a fantastic hockey game both ways. Good goaltending so far as well. We've seen a couple sensational saves. But at the end of the day, it's a couple chances that just weren't able to find the back of the net from both teams, and it remains 3-2 for the Markham Majors. As that pass just goes past Serpinjak, now it's Palermo. Gets it across to his defense partner and breaking into the zone once again, Serpinjak. Serpinjak throws that one through center ice. Reverses that one down low. Behind the net, a battle for it there. Serpinjak comes away with it. Now he puts it to the point to Gerard. Gerard to Palermo, who cranks one on. Artichuk, a backhand. What a save there by Rivett. Artichuk still has it behind the net. Now he'll play that one across and kept in at the line by Gerard. One that goes just by Liam Mackenzie, and pouncing on that one on the loose puck in front of the net was Rivett.
Crazy scramble in front of the net. A really nice sequence of play for the Markham Majors. Teo Artichuk showing off why he's a projected first-round pick. Great hands. He was on the spot there. Forced the goaltender to make a save. And then on the back end, Ethan Gerard, a good effort to keep the puck in from a guy who doesn't traditionally play defense.
Face-off one, Lee is going to tip that one in, and it just gets deflected wide. Cameron Allen will play it up. Rivett has played fantastic. Jake Rivett, a long time. Toronto Nat. Getting the start tonight, and 32 shots on goal for the Markham Majors. He's been tough. Right in front of the net, they score! And just like that, we're tied at 3. Bounce off the end boards. And the Nationals have tied it up.
And Capizo there is the beneficiary. It looked like the initial save was made by Heroux. We're going to see as they break into the zone. Ibbotson puts that puck on. The initial save is made, but Capizo, right on the doorstep, puts that one away, and the Toronto Nationals in the third period have tied this game up.
Well, how about that? Capizo didn't have a lot to shoot for, right past the pad, and a great goal for the Toronto Nationals as they have been pressing. As of late, they've missed a couple of chances, and finally they get one to go their way. The puck is brought into the zone from behind the net. Scott throws it through center. Allen has that one poked away from him. Now it's fired in once again. 3-3 game here. 4 minutes to play in the third period. It's anyone's game at this point, with the potential of it being both players' games, I guess, in the event of a tie, but we get a whistle here in center.
In the GTHL, if a score is still tied at the end of 45 minutes, no overtime will be played. Both teams will be assessed a point in the standings.
Which both teams have earned in
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams are deserving of a point, but we'll see if either team wants it more. Still 4 minutes left to play.
Palermo gets that one going the other way, and the Majors will be able to clear the zone. Through center. Haynes will chase it in, Bouchard in front of the net. Throwing through center of the Nationals. Fired behind the net. A battle for it there. Simmons will pick that one up, but Haynes gets there first. Simmons takes it away from Haynes. Now it's thrown along the boards. Played out to the middle. On his backhand is Bouchard. Haynes found it, but he was collided with a defender there. It looked like it was Simmons, and we get a whistle.
Puck looked to be fished up into the netting and brought down back into play. Not sure if a delay of game call being assessed here. Doesn't look like it. No red sweater heading over to occupy the penalty box.
and that's kind of been the story of this game as well, the power plays. That it seems that penalty could be crucial at this point in the game, as the faceoff was won straightforward by Bouchard. Allen's on it. Now it's played right to an open middle of the ice in the offensive zone for the Markham Majors, but taken away once again by the Nationals as they break in. Markham has possession through center. The Majors bring it up. Scott all the way into the zone. The defenseman joining the rush. Trying to find Bouchard as he was tied up. That one is cleared away, and Nationals will take it the other way. Shot there, and it's gloved down. Rebound in front, loose, and having a couple tries that it was the forward beside the net, and it's still loose. It was Bullock taking that shot, and it all started with that one just popping out of the glove there on a good glove save, nevertheless, from Daniel Heroux.
That was an interesting play there for Heroux, to say the least. The last Nationals goal that we saw was the result of a rebound. Not a lot you can do on a 2-on-0. He made the initial save, but the rebound was left out in the crease. And on that one, he makes the initial save and almost gives up another juicy rebound, but good on him to keep himself in position after that puck got away from him.
Caliero won the draw. And now it is played through center. Shot across, and Ibbotson had that one poked past him. Mackenzie has it down low. Works it out of his own zone slowly. Now finds his way through the center. 3 wide of the Nationals. Played back to the point. Mackenzie wires one on. Already has a goal in this game, and it's into the glove of Heroux. .153 to go in the third period. Not much time to get more going, and it's Simmons and Allen, who are the defenders now for the Nationals, and they're going to have to defend this rush. Allen on his horse to try and get back, as breaking into the zone was the offensive forward there for the Markham Majors. I think it was Teo Artichuk. Cross crease pass there for Baccioni, and he just couldn't quite get a handle on it, but he still got it behind the net. Yeah, it was Artichuk on that rush. The puck is flicked up through center, held in at the line, but there was a whistle. Looks like might have gone up into the netting there, as it'll be a face-off to the left of Jake Rivett, the goalie for the Toronto Nationals, who has made some spectacular saves in this game so far. And he has had to in the third period, as he's kept the Majors scoreless to this point in the third. Dumped into the zone again with 1:20 to go, and it's collected by the Nationals from their own end. Puck fired past Haynes, and it took a deflection there. Artichuk keeps it in the zone. Haynes trying to hold it in, but it's Artichuk who backs him up. Throwing behind the net, Cameron Allen. Kicks it away. Cameron Allen doesn't have a stick. To the point. Shot. Gerard blocked in front, and now it gets away, so Allen would be able to go collect his stick.
Yeah, but he won't be able to exit the ice. The icing call to almost stay in the zone. Well, but it appears the line change had begun to have been made, so the referees will allow the players to complete that change. 49 seconds remaining here. And it looks like timeout's going to be taken, so with a little less than 50 seconds left to play, the score is tied at 3. And I mean, you can credit both goaltenders for keeping it at that scoreline. I think both of them have made some really key saves.
Yeah, it was Michael Capizo scoring the last goal for the Toronto Nationals to make it 3-3. Michael Capizo, he certainly has the ability to find the score sheet, but I think his strongest attribute is his toughness, his ability to get into the dirty areas, and he won't be afraid to drop the gloves as well when he gets to the next level in the OHL, where that becomes a little bit more popular. As nevertheless, he has scored a huge goal for his team in the third late. And that's where we find ourselves right now. Tied 3-3. 49 seconds to go. It's an offensive zone draw for the Markham Majors, and they'll try and take advantage of it here. Wang in there, and it's played across. Teo Artachuk had that one just go past him. Now joining the rush is Ibbotson. Throwing down low, and that one centering pass attempt was blocked in front of the net. One more rush maybe for the Markham Majors as they got all their stars out there now. Girard joining the rush. Throw into the middle. That one's can't find Bouchard. Now Artachuk has his shot deflected into the corner. Big hit there as the puck is dumped up right into the middle. Shot there, and a great chance for Girard. Rebound in front. Girard picks it up again. He's all over the place on this shift. 8 seconds to go. Puck kept in there by Bouchard, trying to hold the line. One more chance. They're not going to get it as Artachuk was wide open, and that's our final score. 3-3 between the Markham Majors and the Toronto Nationals. A pretty good hockey game we got treated to today. I'm not sure what you saw. There was a lot of talent on either side, some potential prospects. Was there anyone that jumped out to you this game?
Cameron Allen's a guy that I mentioned earlier on for the Toronto Nationals. I thought his play on the back end was stellar. I liked the play of Ryan Bullock. He's a bit of a smaller player, but he made his presence felt on the score sheet in this game, and that's always fun to see. The goaltending battle between Jake Rivett and Daniel Heroux was one that I kept an eye on throughout the whole game. And I mean, state the obvious, Teo Artachuk for the Markham Majors. He's a highly touted prospect, likely to go in the first round. You could see why. He's got a tremendous amount of skill, and a lot of the play of the Markham Majors ran through him in this game.
Connor Haynes and Logan Durno both finding the score sheet as well. Joseph Machoni on the side of the Markham Majors. Lots of strong talent all around as we see the final score here. 3-3. Shots were 36-32 in favor of the Markham Majors, but this one ends scoreless nevertheless. We appreciate you tuning into this 6 Hockey broadcast from Thomas West and Liam Crothers. We'll see you next time.